Hello everybody, happy Friday once again. It's been another super busy week once again, and it was amazing to see some of the half year results come out. June was our best month of the year so far for protection business, so of course let's keep it going, and as we start to look forward to the loosening of all these restrictions that we've been living through, face masks and all that kind of thing, it's going to be great to look forward with a lot more optimism. For me, it's been really good to see how well we're doing with things like income protection. We're doing really well with IP and also with multi-benefit sales. I think those two are metrics that do point to good quality advice and recommendation. It's really good to see us doing that. These are things that the public generally can't do themselves. Income protection, it's very difficult. And do they actually do multi-benefit portfolios of protection solutions? I don't think so. So really well done, everybody. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is our new trust workshops, which are happening in August. These are called Trusts Made Simple. So have you registered? It actually wasn't that easy to see the links to do the registration on last week's protection update. They're right down the bottom of the page. But what we've done this week is we've made them a bit more obvious. So you'll see them also on the banner adverts if you go on the extranet. These are going to be held on the 2nd of August and on the 4th of August. And as the title suggests, we're going to keep the process of writing protection policies into trust. We're going to keep it simple. I've invited a few protection providers along to those workshops, and they're going to demonstrate how to find and complete a trust with them. And what we're going to talk about simply is what we need to do to get the job done. So who needs to sign the form and where does it need to go? Beyond that, we're going to look at other things as well, and things that are actually different between each of the providers. So trustees, how many do we need? What's the minimum number of trustees? Do you need witness signatures? What happens with terminal illness benefit? And can we do it online? All that kind of stuff. It's going to be really good. So please register now to reserve your space. If we do need to put on another workshop, I will do that later on into August. Now, I don't know if you tried to make an appointment with a doctor in the past year or so, but one thing this pandemic has allowed people to see the benefit of is technology. How on earth would we have coped if all of this happened, say, 25 years ago? Well, you should have seen a communication from Guardian this week that they're going to give you, the advisor, and your immediate family access to their GP 24/7 service until the 31st of December this year. I think that's brilliant because A, getting access to speak to a GP is a really good idea in the first place, but B, letting advisors try it out for themselves, well, it's going to help you see the benefits, and that's going to help you position that kind of thing with your clients. Now, the service is supplied by a company called Health Heroes, and with that service, you can choose between whether you want a phone or a video consultation for your GP appointment. You can have it available whether you're home or abroad. That's got to be good if we're going on holiday at some point soon. No time limit on the number of calls or the length of time for the call. You can have prescriptions and referrals, medically validated health information and medication support as well, all in that same package. So I'm sure you've seen some of the comms that have come out this week, but remember, you do need to register. So I've added that link onto this protection update. So just click on that, fill your details in, and then you've got access to the service. Now, this week, we also saw the launch of some really exciting income protection and basic financial awareness initiatives. I joined a couple of meetings last week with the IPTF, that's the Income Protection Task Force, to hear what they're up to. And as of the 5th of July this week, you might have seen the launch of a new consumer-facing brand designed to engage specifically with 18 to 35-year-olds. Now, it's called something quirky. It's called Ziggy's Money Moves. And the brand aims to help younger consumers better manage their money, raise the awareness of income protection, and ultimately see the importance of protecting their income. Now, the brand is led by a character called Ziggy, and they've come up with other characters as well, which are intended to embody what's being referred to as this, I don't know if you've heard of this, the squiggler generation. People that don't follow conventional generational pathways. It's an initiative that aims to reach consumers primarily via Instagram, and the tag there is @Ziggy's Money Moves. And it's looking at the industry, including all the various networks and the Right Mortgage Network, to help broaden the reach and ensure that the content reaches financial advisors as a tool to support those protection conversations with young clients. There was a quote that I picked up from Katie Crook-Davis, who's the IPTF co-chair, and she said, "It's with great pride that we launched this Ziggy brand today, and it's been fantastic to see the industry come together to deliver this initiative, engaging young consumers with income protection conversations is something that we want to do and something that we need to do. But it's no easy task, because when fewer people today are going through the traditional protection advice trigger points, couple that with the general sense of invincibility, and it's easy to see why traditional protection and IP messages around sickness might not resonate with young people as much as they should do. So I think it's a good idea to reach out to people in different ways, and certainly the young generation do respond naturally to social media because they've grown up with it. And finally, on this protection update today, I have released a new Protection Insight podcast, and you can see the link for that on this protection update. I try to make sure that the podcasts that we release are not too heavy in terms of the length of time that they take to run, but I did want to share with you some of the outputs from the protection survey, and that's what this podcast is all about. When I was putting it together, I did realise that the amount of content that came out of the protection survey would take a bit of time to go through. So what I've done is release part 1 today, where we're going to take a look at the various product features, and I'll give you more detail about what each of them means, and of course which life companies offer them. So I think that'll be a good watch. So again, if you want to look at that, click on the link to see the latest Protection Insight podcast. So that is it from me for another week. Have a fabulous weekend, and I'll see you soon.